Join our journey in visiting the historical landmarks here in Makati.
Arat na!
Alam niyo ba, ang Museo ng Makati ay tinatag noong 1918 bilang Taho. At naibalik ito noong 1990 at opisyal itong binuksan noong 1982.
Ang Museo ng Makati ay dating unang munisipyo ng Makati na itinayong noong 1918 at ginamit hanggang 1961. Murillo Velarde map is a Philippines map made and first published in Manila in 1734. The Museo ng Makati on J.P. Rizal Street in Poblacion is the repository of Makati's heritage and culture. The Museo building itself offers a slice of Makati's history. The history of Makati is shown in a collection of rare photographs, dioramas, and murals. The Museo serves as a community museum where the artifacts, treasures, and relics of the city's historical and cultural heritage are housed and preserved. It is the only museum in Metro Manila that showcases the city's historical and relics specially carved for the museo. St. Peter and Paul Parish, also known as San Pedro de Makati Church, built on Buena Vista Hill by the Jesuits as a provision of a bequest in 1608 by landowner Capitan Pedro de Brito and his wife Doña Ana de Herrera. This church was not a grand structure and was even described as the plainest of all churches. Utterly devoid of any architectural feature, it is made of adobe stones, conch shells, and various Philippine hardwoods.
Ang Nuestra Señora de Gracia Church ay kilala bilang Guadalupe Church. Ito ay isang Baroque church sa Makati na tapos itong gawin noong 1629 at ito ay binuksan noong 1630.
The Nuestra Señora de Gracia Church in Barangay Guadalupe Viejo is one of the most iconic and important heritage structures of Makati. Construction of the neoclassical Gothic church and monastery began in 1603 and was built on a hill overlooking the Poblacion and the neighboring plains of Mandaluyong. When construction was finally done in 1630, it became a popular pilgrimage site for devotees who requested that it be rededicated to Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe. After the Philippine-American War, when the church was used as a garrison for fighters, it was gutted by fire and laid in ruins. Its adjoining monastery was demolished and its stones were used in the reconstructions of the Manila Cathedral. In 1970, the Augustinians proclaimed the property through an agreement with the Archbishop of Manila and became its reconstructions. Its titular was also reverted to the original Our Lady of Grace. This small chapel fronting the Pasig River in Barangay West Rembo stands on what used to be the property of the Augustinian called Estancia de Maysapang. Construction of the chapel began in 1686, and by that time it was done among the Chinese devotees of San Nicolas de Tolentino. The legend behind it, as written in Rizal's El Filibusterismo, tells of a Chinese atheist who was bathing in the river and was attacked by a large crocodile. For fear of his life, he called out to Saint Nicholas to save him. Instantly, the crocodile turned into stone o buhayang bato, converting the man to Christianity. In the late 18th century, it was the subject of an administrative dispute handled by the Archbishop of Manila. He decided to demolish the chapel altogether and sent the statue of San Nicolas to Guadalupe, where the Chinese continued their devotion.
By an unknown architect. This house was originally owned by a certain Don Quintero and was only structured within its vicinity, and it's located on the corner of Agno and Elias Streets. The Coronado House may have been built at the time when summer villas for the elite sprouted along the Pasig River banks, bringing a new kind of development in the area at the turn of the 20th century.
The building has a massive fortress-like structure made of adobe, typical of Spanish colonial houses of the era. Like most vacation houses, it is located right beside the Pasig River, beside the Casa Hacienda, and the Presidencia on Bonifacio Street.
For us, it is more crucial that we are familiar with every location in Makati as well as the location we visit, since it's more beneficial for us to be aware of every historical detail in order to broaden understanding of the city to be able to share to others the lesson we discovered.